Hey, Mary. Is it true that Keith is getting remarried? Why didn't you tell me?
Huh? What's this about all of a sudden? Who may I ask? Is this...
Huh? It's me, Karen. Your brother's wife, Karen. Did you already forget your sister-in-law?
Oh, yes. My former sister-in-law, Karen. You guys got divorced ages ago. Are you still telling people you're my brother's wife? Kinda weird.
Forget that. Is it true? Is Keith getting married again? When did this all happen?
Yes, it's true. He came over the other day to announce the good news. He introduced us to his new girlfriend about 6 months ago, I guess. Apparently he was going out with her way before that.
I can't believe he's planning on marrying without even telling me about it. I'm against it. I'm not going to permit it.
Huh? I don't think he really needs your permission. Besides, do you even have the right to say such a thing? I mean, you guys are divorced. You're complete strangers now.
I'm saying this for Keith's sake. And who is this chick? A girl that approaches a plain middle-aged guy? A little suspicious, isn't it? He'll regret it after he gets married. I think he should give it a pass.
No, you got it wrong. She's not like that. She's the daughter of Keith's boss. She's kind of quiet and very nice. Seems like she was brought up in a loving household. You can tell right away that she loves my brother very much. Really nice person for sure. Nothing like someone I know. Someone who goes to clubs every night looking for guys and gets a divorce when she finds out she's pregnant. Completely different level. Or should I say out of her league.
Daughter? A Keith's boss? That woman is definitely after his money. I bet they're gonna make him marry the boss's daughter, quit, and take off with the company funds or something. They're going to use him and embezzle company funds. I can't believe you and your family believe this crap.
Are you describing yourself, perhaps? His boss nor his daughter are the kind of people who would do such a thing. They are not criminals. She's not the type that would go selling their own brother's stuff so that her mother could pay off her gambling debts. Or steal and max out his credit card. Nothing like that. Completely different from someone I know. My brother's company is squeaky clean, and his pay is pretty good too. If he marries her and is obligated to stay at the company, it would actually turn out to be a good thing.
If he gets married, he'll change. Mark my words. Besides, Keith can't get remarried yet. As long as I'm here. You know, just because he submitted his divorce papers does not mean the marriage is over.
Huh?
Divorce papers are just that. Paper. It just means we're separated. We're still married. So that means he can't get remarried. You're still a kid, Mary. So maybe you were not too clear on these kinds of things, but...
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. You say I'm still a kid. I'm already over 21. I know perfectly well what it means to submit divorce papers. What do you mean, separated but still married? Divorce is divorced. Maybe you should go back to grade school.
Forget all that. Just tell me how I can get in touch with Keith. Keith blocked my line and I don't know his new number. Can't contact him directly.
Yeah, Keith did switch phones several times over the years. First thing he does when he gets a new phone is to block you. Obviously, he does not like you much.
Shut the hell up! Just hurry up! I will not forgive him for remarrying him. If he apologized, Mom and I will let bygones be bygones. And I am willing to give it another chance and marry me. Tell him that.
Yeah, okay. I'll relay what you said. I'll tell Keith to contact you later. So, can you tell me your phone number and address?
Yeah, why did you just say so in the first place? I'll send the address and phone number later.
Make sure he gets it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry, he'll get the info.
Hey, Mary. Are you there? You did pass on my message to Keith, right?
Yeah, I got it to him right away. I sent in the address and phone number you provided.
Then why hasn't he contacted me? Kinda strange, don't you think?
What am I supposed to do about it? Did you get anything in the mail?
Huh? In the mail?
He said something about sending you a letter the other day. Didn't you get a letter from him?
Do you mean that folder with the documents? It said something about paying thousands of bucks or something. Figured it was some mail fraud con or something, so I threw it out right away. Don't tell me that was a letter from Keith.
Oh, that's right. That's what he sent, I'm sure.
Huh? The folder, those invoices or whatever they are, that's the letter from him? Is he nuts? What's this about paying him 10 or 20,000 bucks? For what? What is this money anyways?
Huh? Have you forgotten? That's the divorce settlement you have to pay.
Huh?
Yeah, when you got divorced, his lawyer sent you papers demanding money as part of the divorce settlement. You just ignored it, blocked your line, and took off somewhere. There's no way he could contact you. Just because you refused to pay the money.
Yeah? Well, that was because...
I recall that period. He was frantically looking for you. There was also that problem with the debt that you created in his name. He regretted not creating a notarized deed or something. But you disappeared, so there was nothing he could do. After a while, he just gave up. But then out of the blue, you appear. It's almost like you're saying, please send me that payment invoice again.
Yeah, well, I admit I did run away once. We got divorced like 2.5 years ago. It's too late to demand payment now.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird too, so I checked. It says the statute of limitation for collecting payment is 3 years. Wow, came back a little too soon. 6 more months and the statute of limitations would have expired.
Hold on a second. I didn't contact you so I can pay. I contacted him because I heard he was going to marry some girl. I was just being considerate. I had to stop that marriage. I did it because I care for Keith. So why does he have to send those documents to me, demanding payment?
What difference does it make? You did this for him. You were worried about him. But one thing does not change. It's that you ignored the payment request and disappeared. That's what matters.
But I don't have that kind of money. So there's no use demanding money. I don't have any to pay him.
Actually, there are various ways to pay. There's what's called a compulsory execution, where the court will seize your assets or make you work it off in installments. They deduct a certain amount from your monthly salary, for example. No problem. You'll repeat it in no time.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. No use trying to run away again. This time we're ready. We hired a private investigator to keep an eye on you, so you don't run away again. But I suppose you don't even have the money to run away anyways. Am I right? Huh? After you got divorced, that guy you hooked up with took off. You took off with your mother to avoid paying the settlement. You were apparently left with nothing. I heard about the baby you had with that guy. You put that kid in an orphanage because you couldn't take care of it, right? You moved to a new town and started working, but all the money you earned went to your mom's gambling debts and booze. No matter how hard you worked, you could not get yourself out of the rut.
Why do you even know all this?
Like I said, I hired a private investigator. All that info was the result of an investigation. So, you were in a dire financial situation. And so you thought getting back with Keith would solve all your problems. That's why you were so against his remarrying.
Yeah, that's right. So what? I'm the victim here. That guy conned me. Keith is my ex-husband, so he has an obligation to help me. So I cannot permit him to marry some chick that I recently met. He must marry me, not the stranger he just met.
I really can't understand your logic. I can understand that you've been abused by your mom, but the rest? It's all you're doing. I mean, please. You have a baby with some guy you met at a bar. Guy dumps you. You put the poor kid in an institution. And you disappear without paying for the damage you caused. And then, you have the audacity to marry him again? Don't you even have an ounce of shame?
Please, shut up. Don't lecture me. I'm through talking to you. Get Keith online. I'll talk to him directly.
Okay, as you like. Nice talking to you. Talk with Keith directly and work it out. In court, that is.
Huh? What do you mean in court? I want to talk to him directly. Are you listening? Hello? Mary!
After that conversation, I blocked her from my lineup and let my brother Keith handle the rest. Because Karen ignored the payment request and the request from his lawyer, she was forced to discuss the matter in court. Eventually, she gave in and agreed to pay the amount requested, but she broke her promise and failed to pay. As a result, courts ordered the compensation of her assets as well as the deduction of a percentage of her monthly salary. I also learned that she was evicted from her apartment along with her mother. She was left to live in a small storage area owned by the company she works for. First, she runs away, then she wants to get back together again. Then finally breaks promises. I'm really not sure what she wanted. Oh well.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Good evening, Carly. I need to ask you a little favor. Hey, are you there? Please respond.
Good evening. Sorry, but I don't know who this is. Jog my memory?
Do you seriously not remember me? By any chance, are you bad at remembering your friends' names, Carly? It's me, Leah, you dummy.
Leah.
Megan's mom? Surely that rings a bell.
Oh, Megan from my son's class. So you're his mom. He says him and your daughter really get along. She sounds like a lovely girl.
I can't believe it took saying my daughter's name for you to remember me. You really should make more of an effort with your friends.
I'm really sorry, Leah. I hope you're not offended. Anyway, what was it you wanted? Can I help you with something?
Yes, you can, actually. I need you to do me a little favor.
A favor? From me?
And don't worry, it's nothing difficult.
Okay, great. So, what is it?
It's about your husband, Callum. Will you lend him to me?
Excuse me? Look, I'm sorry, Leah. I read your message 3 times over, and I'm still no closer to understanding what you mean. Forgive me for asking, but by any chance, did you make a typing error?
What? A typing error?
You want me to lend you my husband?
Yes, lend me him.
What?
I need him for the weekend. If you send him over on Friday night, you can have him back on Sunday evening. How does that sound? Be a darling and help out a friend.
I obviously can't lend you my husband. What the hell?
Huh? You can't.
Of course I can't. He is my husband, not some inanimate object. Why would I lend you him? This is the weirdest question I've been asked in my life. Oh, please, would you stop? You're making me uncomfortable.
You have to understand. My mother will be stopping by at the house on Saturday morning.
Your mom, what does that have to do with my husband?
I haven't been back to the family house or seen her in over 10 years. You could say the relationship has always been somewhat strained. I got married and had my Megan during those 10 years since we last spoke, so now I'm a mom and a housewife. I don't know how, but apparently she found out and wants to have a role in her granddaughter's life, which means now she's intent on coming to visit this weekend to meet Megan and my husband. She wouldn't take no for an answer, so I have to take appropriate action.
I see. That's all very interesting, and I'm sorry to hear you're in a difficult situation. But no matter which way you look at it, this still has nothing to do with my husband, Callum. Appropriate action. I don't understand what you mean.
That's where you're wrong. It has everything to do with Callum. My mother asked for a picture of my husband, so I sent her a picture of your Callum.
You did what?
Think about it. He's so devilishly handsome. What choice did I have? Oh, not just a pretty face either. He's got a great reputation for being an amazing dad who's always there for the kids. He's practically in a different league to my husband. My man's so ugly, it looks like his face was designed by a blind man on drugs. And what's worse, he's always away on business. So that's why I need you to lend me Callum.
No way.
Huh? But I just explained in detail why I need him. I thought you were going to hand him over.
I never said that, not even once.
I've got it. Okay, how does this sound? If you lend me your Callum for the weekend, I'll lend you my husband sometime. One weekend and you get to choose when. That's fair, right?
I don't want to borrow your husband. What's wrong with you?
What do I have to do to get you to lend me him then?
There's nothing you could do or say that could possibly change my mind. Do you understand? I'm saying this unequivocally. It's absolutely not going to happen.
Oh, good grief. Why are you so stubborn and selfish?
Which part is selfish? He's my husband, for crying out loud. Anyway, you said your mom's coming on Saturday morning, didn't you? Why do you want him from Friday night?
I think that's quite obvious. If we suddenly have to play the part of loving couple in front of my mother straight after meeting each other, we won't seem genuine, and she'll figure out what's going on. That's why we have to spend the night together first, doing all sorts of loving couple things. If you catch my drift, wink. That way, we'll be very convincing, and my mother won't suspect a thing.
What?
Oh, yeah. And I need you to watch my kid while you're at it. As usual, my actual husband is out on a business trip overseas, so don't worry about him finding out and causing any drama. But that also means I need you to look after Megan while the two of us get hot and steamy.
Don't worry. The things you're saying are causing me nothing but worry. You're actually disturbed.
What? Hey, that's not very nice.
Like, wow, are you actually this creepy? I'm worried you lost your mind, and I don't know whether I should find you professional help, because who the hell asks this? Tell me it's all a joke. Who'd have thought lovely little Megan's mom would be such a dangerous, perverted weirdo? Should you really be raising children?
Oh my God, you're horrible. Are you trying to upset me?
Oh, damn, that felt good. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I did go a little overboard there. It's like my hands took on a life of their own.
A little overboard? All I'm asking is to borrow your husband, and you bite my head off and try to commit me to a goddamn psych ward. Jeez, lady.
Anyway, the main point here is that Callum is my husband. Whether it's just for the weekend or not, whether it's for some silly little charade to trick your estranged mother or not, he's not your husband. If in spite of that, you persist in making these creepy, inappropriate requests, I will be forced to take appropriate action. So I kindly request that you cease and desist at once. Goodbye.
Carly, help!
Huh? What's wrong, Callum? You'll be getting home soon, right? What's going on?
That Leah woman you told me about earlier is waiting for me outside the ticket gate at the station as we speak.
What? Like she's lying in wait to ambush you?
Probably. That's what it looks like. Her clothes are a little, how to put this, tight-fitting. She's wearing a miniskirt so tight she looks like she's ready to pop out of it. I could see so much skin, it wouldn't be weird if the police picked her up thinking she's cruising for clients. Her face is absolutely caked in makeup. It's terrifying. Ugh. She just winked and blew a kiss at me. This is so creepy. Ugh.
Oh, I guess that means she saw you then.
I'm just thankful I noticed before I left the ticket gate, but I won't be able to make it back home at this rate. I should have been more careful. I never would have guessed in a million years that she'd show up and wait for me at the station. She's unhinged.
What to do? Oh, okay, I got it. Can you go to the next station? I think it's called 16th Street Station, right?
16th Street Station?
I'm gonna come out on my bike to meet you. Let's meet up there and then go home together, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I have to leave little Derek with my mom first before I get on my bike, so it's probably gonna be about 30 minutes until I get there.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna head over to 16th Street Station and sit tight.
Great. Let's meet at the northern entrance, okay?
It's a plan. See you soon. Thanks, Carly.
Carly, are you there? This is urgent. I went to meet Callum at the station after he got off work, but he turned around before exiting the ticket gate, and it seems like he went back into the station. What's going on? Me and him are supposed to be spending the night together. I pulled out all the stops. I tidied the place up, bought wine, candles, even baby oil, but he just vanished. What with us being a couple for the next 3 days, I thought it would make sense to come and meet him after work, because that's what couples do, right? I never would have thought that a big, strong, handsome man like him would be this shy. Can you persuade him to come out of the ticket gate ASAP, please? I'm getting cold in these clothes. Plus, we need to spend as much time as we possibly can together tonight to prepare for my mother's assault in the morning.
He won't come no matter how long you wait.
Huh?
Callum's already at home with me.
What? No way. He's still inside the station somewhere. I know he is. He didn't even leave the ticket gate yet.
He's having a relaxing soak in the tub as we speak.
Huh? No. You're making some kind of mistake. I saw him at the ticket gate just a little while ago. When I winked and blew him a kiss, he got all shy and turned back. He knows I'm waiting for him. He wouldn't just leave me stood around like this.
He came home from the 16th Street Station today.
Huh? 16th Street?
He messaged me begging for help as soon as he saw you. Then turned around, got right back on the train, and got off at 16th Street. I came out to meet him, and we went home together. We just arrived at the house.
Wait, this isn't how things were supposed to be. We had a promise.
We most definitely did not have a promise. In fact, I made it very clear that the answer was no, didn't I?
But Carly, please. My mother will be here in the morning. I have to show her that me and my husband Callum are deeply in love. I showed her his picture already, damn it! How could you hang me out to dry like this? If you don't let me borrow him tonight, I'll be in big, big trouble.
Why don't you just be honest and introduce her to your real husband? That way you won't scare the living daylights out of any innocent people, and your mom gets to meet your actual family. Everyone wins. Why not just say you got a little carried away and wanted to impress her? Play it off like you were joking and you're all embarrassed. I'm sure she won't mind.
I can't do that. I'd never live it down. My husband's only redeeming quality is his salary. How can I introduce a man that unfortunate looking to my mother? Besides, it's only one weekend. What's the problem with lending me your hunky husband for a measly 3 days? Callum would have a good time. My mom would be proud of me for bagging such a great husband. Everyone wins.
Oh, God, how many times? How many times do I have to tell you? Callum is not your husband. Can I kindly ask you to stop making me so angry? This is me holding back. You have no idea how hard I'm trying not to flip a switch on you right now. I just know I'm gonna say something I regret if you don't cut this out right now. Don't push it, Leah. I swear it won't be pretty.
Carly,
Do you understand what I meant when I said you were disturbed, that you need professional help? Since you're not actually my problem, maybe I should give a certain person away on business right now a call and explain the situation.
Guys, don't do that. Okay, I'll stop. I swear. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Ah, you finally get it. Oh, what a relief. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? I'm so silly. Here's the thing. I may have already called your husband and told him exactly what you've been doing. All of it. Chat logs and all.
What? You're bluffing. How would you have my husband's number? What the?
I phoned kindergarten and asked for Megan's emergency contact details, which they kindly obliged. Oh, one more thing. He's not away on business anymore. Want to know where he is? That's right. He cut the trip short to come home and deal with his deranged wife. My guess is that he's waiting at home for you to get back. Don't keep him waiting, okay?
What have you done? You have no idea how bad this is for me. My life is over.
Oh, yeah. And let's not forget your mom. I wonder what she's gonna say.
Huh?
Apparently, your husband got her number off a friend of yours. He said she'll be arriving soon. Looks like they'll both be waiting for you when you get back. Oh, aren't you lucky?
No way.
Oh, I just got another message from your husband. I just spotted my wife dressed like a $5 prostitute while driving past the station. I'm going to take her home now. Ah, looks like your taxi's here.
No.
With that, Leah was successfully captured and taken home, where she couldn't do any further damage. Her husband told me a couple of things when he showed up at our house with some chocolates to apologize. First of all, as you probably expected, he decided to divorce her. It turns out she'd been treating her husband like her personal ATM for a long time before this, and had a habit of spending all his money on clothes and alcohol. Her attempt to steal my husband was the straw that broke the camel's back. Everyone has a limit, and this was his. What's worse, he said she almost never did the housework and showed no interest in childcare, so he was, for all intents and purposes, a single parent, despite living with his wife. He told me all about how Leah would force his mother to watch the kid while she went out drinking and partying into the early hours. Naturally, all of the above considered, her husband won custody of Megan. Having nowhere left to go, Leah went back to the family home after having no contact with her parents for 10 years. Apparently, the reason she became estranged from her parents in the first place was because they forced her to do ungodly amounts of housework that bordered on manual labor. Having nowhere else to go, she had no choice but to return to her old life of servitude, and is now exhausted 24/7, 7 days a week, due to being worked like a dog by her overbearing parents. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.